G'day everyone, welcome one and all back to some more Alliance War action here in PuzzleCombat. Today we have been matched up with Made in Germany, or MiG. So we've got ourselves a war going on there. Green tanks on their side, blues on ours is sort of the battlefield disposition. And I believe we've also got an additional 6 flags on our side of the field, but it ultimately doesn't make a huge amount of a difference in the end, but just setting the scene, I guess. So green tanks their side, so I've obviously gone with the red stack for the most of my fights. So this time around we've got Senya, Bunraku and Syntax as the triple reds. Gone with a second charge control or insanity hero in Mervanaya. Probably overkill, let's be honest, having blanket charge control, but we've sort of gone with it anyway. I do like to start off with a strong team for my first fight, just because get on the board, get a 1 win in, and then go from there. So the final hero is obviously Master Lepus, well, not Master Lepus, I keep calling him that. I'm so confused, or old habits from Empires and Puzzles, but his name is just Lepus, not Master Lepus. But anyway, Lepus is one of the Spring Tech heroes. He's got a DOA 3 damage output with a delayed damage and an attack debuff. So brought him along mostly though because he's a Demolitions class hero, so it allows me to remove the buff or the counter attack buff from a Yumi without having to worry too much about needing a dispel or anything like that. So we can see we've gotten a pretty good start to this fight. We've got 3 heroes dead now, just Variant Hudson and Variant Stinger left to go. I did kill Syntax there using Senya from the shock ailment, which is unfortunate, but at the end of the day it's not really going to, I don't think anyway, it doesn't really affect the fight. So we kill Variant Stinger off here with Lepus, and then we've just got a couple tiles left to put onto Hudson. Doesn't quite kill him from the direct damage there, but the delayed damage from the first ailment is going to kill him right then. So there we go, first win on the board against Daniel. Next up we've got Bakerman is up next, this time again a Yumi tank, double yellows, purple and a blue. So yeah, I've gone with a 3 red stack once more, 2 off color this time around. I've got Ghost and Dragon Fist. I didn't really think about it when I was building the team until I hit fight that I didn't actually bring a full-blown charge control or charge stopping hero, just the charge cut from Dragon Fist. Not the end of the world, he is still a fairly effective hero, but Insanity and that sort of thing is actually much more effective in terms of controlling the board. So it is what it is though. Hopefully it doesn't make too much of a difference, but we've gotten a decent blue board, I want to say. Not had too much red tiles out, not had too much yellow, but a fair bit of blues. So you can see that with Ghost being charged now. So we will pretty much just pop off with Ghost, get a little bit of armor up onto Senya, and then just keep firing off all of those blue tiles. So yeah, Ghost does die there from the counter attack damage. I knew it was going to happen, but I did it anyway because I was hoping that Senya might revive, but we didn't get that. But the damage from Ghost and the attack debuff was, the defense debuff was enough to actually ensure 2 kills. So I'll take 2 kills for 1 as a 2-for-1 deal. So yeah, just using some tiles just to match up and get Dragon Fist charged. So hence making all those yellow matches. Going to target the left hand side, seeing as there's 2 heroes, both of them reaching full charge at the same time. I can't really do too much about Hex on the right hand side. There's no tiles or anything lined up on it. I was hoping to kill what's his face there with those yellow tiles. Didn't happen, so now I've lost my healer, so we're in a bit more of a pickle. Honestly, I probably should have made the match onto Hex rather than onto Sarge there, but works out okay. It's a 3v1 now, albeit my 3 don't have much health compared to the health on Hex there. It doesn't also help that Hex is getting the heal every 3 or 4 turns from the war buff, but it's okay. We've got Tightwire who's dealing out, 2 instances of 200 damage each turn or 250 damage, so it stacks up pretty quick. So we got the win in the end, albeit closer than I was expecting it to be. So next up, TomTom with the Jack tank with a Pulse Amethyst flank setup. So again, we've gone with triple red. This time I've brought along Rudolph to mostly counter Jack is the reason for Rudolph. Gone with Scarlet as well in there for some big DOA damage. Two interesting heroes in there, or one really interesting hero, which is the presence of Zodiac. Zodiac is a really fun hero to use. I've actually enjoyed raiding with him quite a lot. You can see there he's chucked out a bunch of charge control as well as a whole bunch of poison elements, which is really, really effective. I think it's a little bit... I underrated it probably a little bit in my initial thoughts on Zodiac, but it's turned out that the charge control is so clutch. Being able to put 10% on a lot of different heroes is really, really effective. And then also the fact that it's got a poison element that deals out 50 damage per turn for 4 turns at my current level of him is also really, really good. So yeah, he's a good hero. I've really enjoyed playing with him. So this fight's pretty much gone uncontested, I want to say. It's not really been a close fight. I did get a good open board with a lot of red tiles on it, which allowed me to kill Jack quickly, and then also followed up with a bunch of yellows for Zodiac. So yeah, TomTom unfortunately was a victim of a very good board. Next up we got preda, triple reds once again. This time it is Pulse with Accent as sort of the two main focus red heroes, I guess. And then we've gone Tightwire for some just general damage, and then the double charge control in Fiddle and Dragon Fist. So not a brilliant red open. Lot of yellow tiles, which is okay. It's usable considering that I've got Dragon Fist. Did manage to get the charge off for Dragon Fist without setting off a Yuumi there initially, but I just had to make a sacrifice essentially to get a bunch of tiles cleared off the board, so I'd have the opportunity to get red tiles in essentially. That last move was a little bit of a mistake. There was a better move I could have made, which would have gotten me a red match 3 onto a Yuumi, but it worked out. We got a good cascade. Pulse is almost charged on both sides. Pulse is charged. I've got everyone charged now though, so even though Pulse fires and Vision does fire, I do have sort of the upper hand so long as Accent doesn't get targeted. We'll survive with all 5 of our heroes still. So reset with Pulse, get a bunch of health back as well as the minions, put some charge control out. Was hoping to charge block or charge control Hex there on the left, while still being able to do the damage with Dragon Fist on the right, as well as cut Hypernova's charge. But we only got, well, she dodged, I think it was a dodge, the charge control from Fiddle. So yeah, unfortunate, and we then also just recharged Hypernova anyway. But that's okay. We did resist we didn't resist the burn element at all from Hex there. In fact, we took a lot of that blaze element, so you can see we did take and propagate through 2 heroes from the blaze element, but end of the day everyone's dead and I end up with the win, so I'll take that. So that's 4 from 4, so we're on a pretty good run so far. Second last flag, we've got Sue, another Yuumi tank, this time with the Ghost and Barbie flank. So Barbie's a little bit of a hero that you don't see too often on defenses, not anymore anyway. She had a good period where she was very common on defenses, but it sort of dropped off a bit in more recent times. My team, obviously, Senya, Brock, and Renegade as the triple red to combat a Yuumi. Brock's in there with the Dispel. And then we've got Amethyst and Emerald for damage and charge control, respectively. So pretty decent red open. We have managed to get a Yuumi gone, and now we're just sort of mopping up the rest of the flag, or the rest of the battle rather. Hoping to get the kill here on Barbie with Renegade, on Ghost with Renegade, which gave her stealth, which is really handy, particularly given that Barbie does a Fiend and heal for damage. So if Renegade's unable to be targeted by that damage and that Fiend, it decreases the healing that they're going to get from that damage. So 2 heroes in stealth, we had 2/5, 40% of the healing negated from from Barbie there. So third Ksenia, and we actually do get a revive in this fight. I know it is shocking and completely unheard of to have my Ksenia actually complete a revive. And also happening at a point where it is absolutely non-necessary. I would have won that fight with or without the revive. So, but yeah, it would be nice if I got the revive in a fight where it actually mattered, but not today. Finally, last flag, we've got Materialized. So we've gone with Jocasta as well as Ridge for 2 of the 3 reds. I've got the third red in there is Rudolph, because Rudolph and Ridge make a really great combination just to maximize or really ramp up the damage output from Ridge. Not a very good opening board. It's gotten, I think it's 4 turns now, and we're making our first red match. We've not been able to even have a huge amount of luck with our blues and our yellows either. So didn't even get the kill. If I'd gotten a crit tile, we probably would have gotten the kill on Jack there, but we didn't get it, which means that I'm now lower on health with still not really any red damage tiles available. We managed to kill off Jack, which is something, I guess. I would have liked to have Topaz fired, but or at least targeting. So unfortunately though, enemy Topaz kills Rudolph, who was probably instrumental or going to be instrumental for this team to fire, because Rudolph would remove all of the enemy buffs, which is very, very useful. And unfortunately now I lose Jocasta. So yeah, not a great position to be in. Let's be completely honest. And then we also get a dodge there from Roxy. So she survives on like 2 HP, heals everyone up. I lose more health in the form of Hypernova, and yeah, it's not a good position at this point. If Jocasta hadn't died, I feel like I probably could have gotten a win, or if Roxy had have died, rather than dodging that last damage, it also would have been very possible to win. But yeah, just not with where we ended up with some of that RNG. It just wasn't going to work out. So yeah, evidence there for the finish. So yeah, if things had gone differently, maybe we could have gotten a bit better, but as it is, it didn't matter too much in the end. We did get a bit of a thumping victory, so you could see it there, 7-3 versus 5-7. So there, we'll scroll up and we'll find my 6 hits, so it's sort of spread out amongst a couple other people, but you can see the 5 one-shots to start ourselves off with, until we hit Materialized at the end and got the fail, essentially. But yeah, ended up still with 329 points, so 5.5, I guess, out of 6 one-shots, which is not too bad. I'll take it. So yeah, you can see 73 plays, 5,700, so fair margin of victory with all flags used on both sides. But that's it. Hopefully your wars went well, and I'll catch you guys around. Until then, good luck, stay safe, and happy gaming. Cheers. Bye.